guys, my name is Bella and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to do a very soft glam look. Now I've been seeing this trend of like this very just beautifully done makeup. It's very monochromatic. I think that's how it is. When all the colours are very similar, so you've got similar colours on the eyes, cheeks and lips. The way that it's been blended together just gives it this really nice soft airbrushed look. So in today's look I'm going to show you guys how I do that, following up from my previous video which I uploaded, which was the foundation, highlight and contour routine. We're basically just adding up to what we already know, just getting that flawless finish with everything merging together, looking nice and soft and just glamorous. So if you'd like to see how I go from this to this, then keep on watching. So first I'm gonna go ahead and obviously pin my hair back, and I'm gonna do my brows off camera because again I just can't do it. Unless you guys want a brows tutorial, let me know. I'm just gonna quickly do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. So I've just done my brows off camera and I'm really loving how they've turned out. They're really agreeing with me, say thank you God. With the soft glam look makeup thing that I've seen, I've watched quite a few videos, and the technique that I've liked and watched is when they do the skin first and then the eyes. The eyes are not going to be too complicated. It's nothing that we haven't done before or something. It's nothing that I've never done on my channel in terms of color wise. We're just using what we have in our homes. So I mean, by all means you can go out and buy the stuff that I'm using. I think it will be best to start off with what you guys have first, work with that, see what you like, see what you need to add on, and then purchase. We're trying to save some coins here, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation, and then yeah, we're gonna go from there. So I've done my foundation. With the foundation it does look quite shiny and greasy at the moment, but I like that personally because I'm gonna go in and use quite a lot of powders. What that's gonna do is it's gonna prevent my skin from looking dry, because I hate that dry look. I want it to be like nice and dewy. Again, you don't have to have like a dewy foundation. You can always go in with a matte foundation. It's up to you, whatever you prefer to use. With the highlighting, I am going to use my old technique in my old video, in my old highlight and foundation video, because I feel like that fits really well with what I'm going to do now. I am not going to highlight too much of my forehead, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And the concealer that I'm using for today's video is the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. I'm just going to take that on the sides here, on the sides. And I'm going to take it up. I do it on my chin, my top lip, and the tiniest bit of my forehead and the bridge of my nose. It looks crazy, but it's going to work, trust me. And then we're going to blend that out. So love the way this looks. However, I do want my concealer to be that little bit lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a slightly lighter shade of concealer, but I'm going to place it just on the corners of the bridge of my nose and just a little bit on the, just in the center of my forehead and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And to do that, I'm using the Morphe concealer in the shade C2.55. And to blend this one out, we're just tapping it in place. We're not moving the product at all, like at all. Just tapping it in place. So this is how you're supposed to be looking at the moment. It looks crazy, but it's gonna come together, okay? Now we're gonna contour. You can go in straight with a powder contour, but for me, as you should already know if you've been watching my channel for a while, or if you don't know, I always like to cream contour and then powder contour. This is because I feel like with cream contours I have a better control of where I put the product specifically, and then I go in for powder just to set it exactly where I want. Again, you don't have to do the cream bit, you can just go straight to the powder. To do this, I am using the NARS Velvet Matte Foundation Stick in the shade KHARTOUM. With the contour, you can get away with going a bit heavy-handed if you are comfortable with blending. If not, just start off with a little amount and then build it up. Also, this is the reason why I didn't put any foundation on my forehead, only because I want my forehead to have that bronzed sort of look. So I'm just going to go straight in with the contour, and I'm literally doing a little tiny bit like so. So this is the most important part, the blending of the contour, and this is what's going to give it that really nice soft blended look. I personally like to use a soft angled brush. For that, I literally just go in and then just do circular motions like so, and it just blends it out really, really nicely. What I'm doing is I'm doing like an upwards motion like so, and it diffuses the colour. You can still see that I've contoured, but it doesn't give me like a harsh line. So I'm doing the same to the other side. And then for the forehead, we're just going to go in and tap that like so. And we're just going to go ahead and blend that out. How good does that look? It looks, and this is why I was saying, if you're not comfortable with blending out a lot, putting a lot of product on first, and my nose out like so, and I'm just going up and down like so, and then I'm connecting it to my brows again, but I'm kind of taking it in to the socket of my eye. Always make sure to blend out everything. So this is what you should be looking like. Again, we look crazy, but it's fine, guys. Once it's all blended out, it's all gonna make sense. Trust me. I would never let you guys come and watch a video and leave looking like clowns. No, ma'am. So this is the important part. This is where we're gonna set our highlight, and we are gonna bake. If you're not a fan of baking, that is absolutely fine. You can literally just set the areas that I'm going to bake. But for me, I'm going to leave the product on for a while until I set my contour. So for me, again, I'm going to go in and use my Mercier translucent powder, which is my favorite ever. I'm going to use my beauty blender to set it. I like using the beauty blender for the soft glam look, because it just gives it, again, a nice soft finish. A nice soft finish. A key tip before you set your under eyes is sometimes you do get the lines underneath your eyes, so you want to go back in with your beauty blender, and then you just want to take away those lines before you apply your powder, because otherwise you'll just be setting the creases in. And I'm going to drag that powder out all the way up there, because I want to look lifted, okay? I'm literally just setting all the areas we put the highlight in. This is what I see them do on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm obsessed, so I'm going to do it as well because I want to look snatched. And then at the centre of the nose. Okay, so to set my contoured areas, I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NW50. I'm using a blush brush because I feel like blush brushes have like a nice soft touch. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to almost bronze my face. So I'm just putting it in the areas where we have set the contour. This damn wig. The forehead you can just put on all over because it doesn't really matter. Then we're going to do the nose. So now this is where we kind of add the colours in. With me, again, I don't really like to do too much, like, I don't like bright colours on myself. I don't wear eyeshadow on a daily basis, so I'm not going to wear eyeshadow for this. I mean, I am going to wear eyeshadow, but I'm not going to do anything complicated. For the eyes, I'm just going to do a quick look for you guys with using the AMREZY X Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm going to start off with the shade OG. Now this is like a nice brown shade. I'm going to take that from the outer corner coming in, like so. I'm kind of connecting it to my nose, the bridge of my nose. I'm going to further contour my eye with the shade 1988 in the same palette. This shade, I'm just going to use it at the front part. And again, taking it into my nose. And you want to have a really light hand with this. To give it that kind of, I'm going to go in with my lid. And I'm going to kind of exaggerate my lid, like the size of my lid. With my concealer brush that I used to carve out my eyebrows and my concealer that I used to highlight, I'm going to go in and just pat that onto the lid. And I'm kind of carving it out like so. I'm bringing it in to the bridge of the nose and then in there like that. So that into my inner tear duct area. Kind of exaggerating, can you see that? That's just made my lid look hella big. And do the same to the other side. Inner tear duct, and then we're just gonna carve that upwards. Like so. Only because I just want this bit to be really, really light. And I'm barely using any products because I don't want it to look too harsh. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's what I thought. Exactly. Yeah. Again, we are then going to go in and set that with my dark golden mineralized skin finish by MAC. And then this is the part where we dust off the highlight underneath. So what that's done is it's connected our lid to our highlight. If that's not a game changer, then I don't know what it is. I'm going to go with my dark golden and then add a little bit of highlight in the center of my brows, like so. And then I'm just going to use that to dust off the edges where I put it on my, underneath my cheekbone and around my mouth area. This look is not really that hard, I don't think, anyway. You just have to know how to place your colours and what colours to use, how you want it to look. Now we're going to go in and add some colour to our face, because right now it does look nice, but I'm just going to add in some brown tones. So to do that, I'm going to go in with my JUVIAS Place Warrior 2 palette, and for my cheeks and underneath my eyes I'm going to use the shade YODIT. So guys, this is how your face should be looking at the moment. So we've got really nice clean base. I want to add some lashes. Lashes, anyone you want, go as dramatic or as natural as you want. However, because it's a soft glam look, I'm not going to do anything too crazy. So I'm going to keep it quite nice and simple and sultry. But before I do that, I'm going to spritz my face with the BADESCU skincare spray. We have used a lot of powders, so what this is going to do is it's going to take away that really powdery look. So now we have our lashes on, and the next step is for us to add some highlight, so to make the skin look nice and dewy. I get a lot of questions from girls that ask me, how do I make my skin look dewy without making it look wet, because they have oily skin? The best thing to do is to use a powder highlight. The reason why I say this is because you can add the shine where you want it, and a little goes a long way. My favourite one is the MERCIER Seduction one, because I love the colour. It's not gold, it's like a nice bronze brown. Also, another reason why I love it is because it's one of those products I've been using for years, and every time I wear it I do get complimented on it. Also, it's just a nice finish to the kind of look that we're going to do as well. To the highest points of my cheeks, a little bit, the tiniest bit on the tip of my nose, a little bit on my forehead. Actually, I'm looking at this look and I think I might want to add just a little tiny bit of blush, just to give it some colour, just a little bit of colour. So for the lips, I'm going to keep it really neutral, really nude again. So for the lip liner, I'm going to be using TRENDSETTER by MORPHE, HONEYLOVE by MAC, and Freebird lip gloss by MORPHE as well. So guys, this is the finished look. So guys, this is the finished look. This is my take on soft glam. If some people prefer to use more eyeshadow, then feel free to, but I feel like this is a good base for us to work on. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know if there's any things that I missed out, anything that you found really, really helpful. A lot of the products that I've used are products that I've used in most of my other videos, so don't be afraid to go back to those videos and check them out and then come to this one. If there's anything that you found helpful in this video, please do let me know, as I do respond to every single one of your comments and I enjoy reading them. I really do enjoy reading them. If there's anything that you'd like me to do or any questions that you have, don't be afraid to follow me on my Instagram, which I will leave somewhere on the screen. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and I really hope you're enjoying my little beauty 101 series, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye now.